Tribulation presents the world's most dangerous beaches. Most people think of the beach as a place to relax, kick back, and get some sun. But if you foolishly decided to venture into the water, keep in mind you might die. That's right. At any second, a riptide could send you flailing out into the open water, a wave could tumble you into a razor-sharp coral reef, or a shark might eat you alive. That being said, you might want to stick to the swimming pool, where the biggest threat is floating in pee or drinking too much chlorine. But for now, get ready to take a tour of the least relaxing beaches across the world. First up is Cape Tribulation in Australia. The name says it all. Oz is famous for having all manner of extremely dangerous wild animals, including sea life like man-eating sharks and deadly jellyfish. There are several beaches around the Cape, and they are all home to hazards. Waiting to play with you in the waters of Cape Tribulation are venomous sea snakes, saltwater crocodiles, sharks, and jellies. On the beach are cassowaries, which are some kind of freaky bird like an emu that can weigh up to 180 pounds and be very aggressive. At least they can't swim though. Next is Gansbai Beach in South Africa. Known as the Great White Shark Capital of the World, Gansbai is right next to the channel of water between Dyer Island and Geyser Rock called Shark Alley. Of course, there are plenty of diving cage tours, but we wouldn't recommend that. The fur seal colony nearby might be 60,000 seals strong, but that doesn't mean the sharks aren't hungry. They might just opt to chow down on a human with their back turned to take a selfie. Watch out. The third beach on our list is dangerous for a whole different reason. The Black Sand Beaches and Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island of Hawaii have active lava flowing out of them. You thought the sand was hot at midday? Just wait until it literally melts the flesh off your bones. Locals believe the Mount Kilauea is the home of Pele, the fire goddess. As one of the most active volcanoes on the planet, who are we to disagree with superstition? It has been erupting since 1983, spilling lava into the ocean, where it causes water temperatures to reach up to 110 degrees. That's gonna make swimming or surfing a little gnarly, brah. Fourth place goes to Chowpatty Beach in the capital city of Mumbai, India. We wouldn't want to chow on any patties being made there, though, since it's probably the most polluted beach in the world. The water is so ridden with pollution it can cause sickness just from touching it. The industrial waste and debris that washes up on the beach is a treasure trove of filth. Pieces of old ship wreckage and waste from the city all add to the ambiance of visiting the dirtiest beach we could find. Riding the wave to number 5 is New Smyrna Beach in Florida. It's located in Volusia County, which holds the Guinness record for being the shark attack capital of the world. There have been more than 238 shark attacks, but some beach bums still seek out the surf at New Smyrna Beach. Sources say the breaking waves make it harder for the sharks to see, so they just bite at anything that splashes in the water, which is usually a blonde, bronzed surfer dude or dudette. Surf's up! Oh wait, that's just a blood spurt. Also, one of the selling points is that you can drive on the beach. But that actually makes it even more dangerous, since you might get run over by an elderly pensioner who thinks they're parking at their condo. That brings us to the Beach of the Dead, or Playa Zapilote in Mexico. It's a nude beach, which is cool, and fitting if you want your birthday suit to also be the one you're wearing when you die. The current is so strong that people drown frequently, mostly tourists who don't heed the warnings of locals. The beautiful beach now has a dedicated team of lifeguards, so it's not as dangerous as it once was. But the urban legends continue to float to the surface, along with the bloated corpses of its victims. At 7th place is another Australian beach. Man, no wonder people were exiled there. You can't even enjoy the luscious natural beauty without fear of certain doom. Anyway, if you find yourself there, you might want to avoid Cairns Beach, which is one of the many notoriously dangerous beaches in the Northern Territory. The reason it's so fearsome is that box jellyfish are rampant. These venomous monsters can grow to be nearly a foot long, with 60 tentacles waiting to wrap you in their deadly grips. They're transparent, so it's hard to spot them. Just assume they're everywhere. A single sting can cause cardiac arrest before you're able to swim back to shore. And ripping off the tentacle can cause more venom to be released, which can kill you in less than 5 minutes. Who wants to go for a snorkel? I might. 8th place goes to the northern Sentinel Island in the Andaman Islands. Technically part of India, this part of the Andaman Sea archipelago is known for having hostile locals. Therefore, even visiting this beach can prove to be dangerous. Residents attack any curious visitors with arrows or rocks. 2 fishermen who went there by accident were killed, and the helicopter sent to retrieve them was unable to, though they could see their dead bodies on the shore. So don't book your next vacation there, unless you want to turn it into a suicide mission. Another beach that's dangerous due to the unfriendly locals is Copacabana Beach in Brazil. The picturesque sandy stretch of beach near Rio de Janeiro is probably one of the first things that comes to mind when you think about Brazil. But make no mistake, at night it is not a place you want to be taking a drunken skinny dip. Robberies and theft run rampant there. So it's not so much a bodily harm kind of danger, but rather a material one. Keep an eye on your stuff or risk losing it all. That means no diamond bikinis, ladies. Last is the southern Mindanao Islands in the Philippines. Of course, the most dangerous human activity is war, and if you don't want your beach volleyball sesh interrupted by machine gun rounds, stay away. Moro Islamic Liberation Front, or MILF, has been at war with the government there for years. Don't be confused. If you're looking for a MILF at the beach, just go to Miami. None of this is going to keep us from visiting the beach, but just be careful. Don't forget to bring a towel, sunscreen, and some first aid supplies just in case. And depending on where you end up, you might also want a flotation device, shark repellent, a jellyfish-proof swimsuit, and an artillery rifle. It's all worth it to catch some rays and ride some waves, though. Have fun out there, and don't forget to subscribe for some more totally radical swells.